Andy Kaufman is me. I'm Andy Kaufman.
And he does it all on Bert Sugarman's Midnight Special. He wrestles with ladies. He busses tables. He rehearses for Taxi. And he tells us about the real Andy Kaufman.
Andy Kaufman is me. I'm Andy Kaufman.
He introduces his protege, Tony Clifton, along with his guest, Slim Whitman, Freddie Cannon. And here he is, your host for this morning, Andy Kaufman.
Thank you very much. Sin debatika? Ha? Si debatiko dia bo? Na debatiko dia ma. Si batin de fasika dia ba? Sumada te punti ki lepetike. Su sa padan debatika dia bo? No. Oh. Io buone vede che avete che no ibida dapat mo sama ada kata ko dapat ko ibida azan bici kala mo imitation, okay, imitations. One Ronald Reagan, the President of the United States. Hello, I am Ronald Reagan. I am the President of the United States. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, two. Steve Martin, comedian. Hello, I am Steve Martin, and I am the wild and crazy man. Whoa, I am wild and crazy man. Woo, wild and crazy man. Woo! Thank you very much. And now, last but not to be the least, I would like to imitate the Elvis Presley. Thank you very much. You can all just stare at me while I catch my breath. This here is Gatorade. They told me before the show that it works 10 times faster than water, so if I run off stage in the middle of the show, don't worry, I'll be right back. All right, I'd like to do one of my biggest records for you. Of course, all them the same size. And this was, this was one of my first records, and it was back in 1927, I think it was. And it went something like this. Ho, 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 ho. Something wrong with my lip. All right, you count that. I don't want my heart to be broken. It's the only one I got. So darling, please be careful. You know I care a lot. Oh, darling, please don't break my heart. I'm a beggar. I don't wanna know what tears are falling. You know I hate to cry, but that's what's bound to happen if you only say goodbye. Oh, darling, please don't say goodbye. I'm a beggar. Oh, my hand and promise that you'll always love me too. For making me know you love me the same way I love you, little girl. You got me in a mess, but now that I'm in love with you, so please don't take advantage, cause you know my love is true. But oh, please, please love me true, oh baby. Oh, my hand and promise that you'll always love me true. For making me know you love me the same way I love you, little girl. You got me in a mess, but now that I'm in love with you, please don't take advantage, cause you know my love is true. But please, please love me true. Oh, baby. Please, please love me true. Oh, baby. Please, please love me true. I beg of you. All right, ho!
Boy, I tell you, it's a pleasure, Andy, to have you here on the Midnight Special. You know what I mean?
Well, thank you very much.
Yes, indeed. Now,
And, you know, it's a pleasure for me to be here, too, because besides having my two favorite singers in the whole world on tonight's show, we're also going to be having the nationwide television debut of my protege, a man that has opened for me in concerts, and I brought him here, and his name is Tony Clifton. I'm very excited about that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Now, what's this I hear about you being a busboy?
Oh, yeah, well, that's kind of like my other job.
It's your other job.
Mm-hmm.
I went into Jerry's one day. I was working at a place called the Posh Bagel before that, and that was in Hollywood, and it closed down, and I needed a job. So I was going around to several restaurants asking if I could have a job, and, you know, a lot of them didn't want me. They just said, what experience? I had the experience, but I didn't have the time to really put in 8 hours a day, 5 or 6 days a week. So a lot of them wouldn't hire me. And finally, I went into Jerry's, and Jerry said, yes, I'll give you a job, and it could be part-time, and you're welcome to work here.
The way I can describe Andy Kaufman, basically, is an excellent, hard-working, very serious in his work type of man.
I was 16 years old when I started being a busboy. It's the first job I ever had. And I've wanted to hold on to it because even just to do it a little bit, even if my time is completely spent in doing a movie or a TV show, I always like to set aside some time to be a busboy because it keeps me in touch with people. Sometimes in show business you get so involved in making a movie or doing concerts or whatever, and there's a separation between the performer and the public. They don't get to walk around among people. And being a busboy keeps me in touch with people. Pedro is the head busboy at Jerry's, and he's taught me from the time I started working there, he taught me a lot of the details about bussing tables.
One. Okay. You don't need 3, no problem. You don't need 4, it's okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah? Okay. 4.
So for one, it's like this. Okay. For 2.
For 3.
If Andy would start tonight, he'd stay here for a full-time basis the rest of his life. He's excellent, witty, and just very serious about his work.
Finished?
I admit that sometimes I get overzealous in the lunch hour especially, where I will take people's food away, and I'm assuming that they're finished and they're not.
Yeah, you got me in. Yeah.
What? Are you finished? Are you finished?
Yeah, we're finished, I guess.
Okay. You want it?
Because no matter how famous I may become from show business, I always hoped that I could keep my head out of the clouds and remain a regular human being. I don't want to go around thinking that I'm any more special than anybody else, because I'm not. I'm just a human being. And working as a busboy reminds me of this.
Now, here is my friend, Howdy Doody. Okay. Hi, Howdy. How are you? I'm fine. How are you? Oh, really? Oh, come on now. You don't expect us all to believe that, do you? Say, you want to let you and me sing a duet while I drink a glass of water? Okay. Oh, come on now. You don't really believe. Oh, listen. You wanna see my friend Little Red Riding Hood? Okay. Okay, here's Little Red Riding Hood. Okay. Hi, Little Red Riding Hood. Oh, really? Oh, you want to say hi to Howdy? Okay, very good. Well, listen, Little Red Riding Hood, where are you up to? Where are you going? Oh, you're going to Grandma's house? Okay, let's go with Little Red Riding Hood over to Grandma's house, okay? Okay? Okay. 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 Here is Grandma. Hi, Grandma. How are you? I'm fine. Okay. Okay. Very good. Okay. Very good. Okay. Let's go with Little Red Riding Hood over to Grandma's house. Do 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 do. Save the day. Come on, Howdy, save the day. Okay. Oh, boy. Well, thank you very much. And please don't go away. No, you don't go away. Don't touch that dial. Because I'm coming right back with some very special friends.
You know, at the top of the show, I told you Andy was going to wrestle some women. Well, he has, in fact, wrestled more than 130 women, and tonight we thought we'd take a closer look as to why and how he does it.
That's for the girl to win the $1,000.
I'm off the mat.
According to the rules of wrestling, he's off the mat. I will give him 10 seconds to get back to the center of the ring.
Well, I'm not really a wrestler. Through the last couple of years, and I've been doing it in my concerts, I've learned a lot about it by just doing it. But I wanted to recapture the old days of the carnivals, where before television, you know, wrestlers used to go from town to town in carnivals and offer $500 to any man that could last in the ring with them for 3 minutes. So I figured if I could offer a prize and make it like a contest, it could get very, very exciting. And it turned out to be like one of the highlights, one of the most exciting parts of the concert. But I couldn't very well challenge men in the audience because I'd get beaten right away. I mean, most men are bigger than me and stronger than me. So I figured if I challenge women, there are enough women who are almost as big or as big as me, who they would have a good chance to beat me.
Just a minute, I just want to say one thing. I don't want to, this looks like an audience full of chickens, lady chickens, hens as a matter of fact. Matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, I am here to wrestle tonight. This is not a comedy routine. This is not a skit, okay? This is real. I am here to wrestle a woman, okay? I am here to wrestle up to 3 or 4 women maybe. I'm not here just 3 women who just come out of the audience. I want a lot of competition here. What, is everybody afraid? Are you women afraid? What? Let me tell you something, just shut up. Why don't you, instead of loud mouthing off, come on the stage and tell me.
Are you afraid of what you got up here, Kaufman? Is
I'm
that
not
it?
afraid of anything up here, but I will
Afraid of someone a little more your own size, Kaufman?
I think the wrestling has definitely cost Andy Kaufman his career, yes. There's no doubt about it. You could see right now that this show here is the only show that has offered this man to be on in a long time. And we thank you for that.
All I'm trying to say is, it takes a certain mental energy to wrestle. It takes a certain way of thinking, a certain strategy. Women, I do not think, possess this. I just don't think they do. When it's a woman against a man, the woman does not possess it, the man does. Now, by the same token, there are times when women have more of this mental energy than men. For instance, in the kitchen. Scrubbing the potatoes, washing the carrots, scrubbing the floors, raising the babies. These are all things that women are good at.
Wait, I don't want $1,000. I want 1 week of him cooking and cleaning for me when I wrestle.
When I do the wrestling act, I'm playing a role of a villain. I mean, it's just like any actor that plays a role of a villain in any movie or TV show. I'm playing the villain, and what I'm trying to do is get the people to dislike me just like they would any villain, so that they'll root for the woman I'm wrestling, and so that they'll really dislike me and hope that I lose and get really excited. Whenever I play a role, no matter if it's a good or a bad, you know, an evil person or a nice person, I believe in being a purist and going all the way with the role. If I'm going to be a villainous wrestler, I believe in going all the way with it and not breaking character and not giving away to the audience that I'm playing a role. I believe in playing it straight to the hilt.
I'm his manager. I'm responsible for the growth of his career. And there's been such a negative reaction to his wrestling, especially on Saturday Night Live, which was a show that his fans watched. Fans that loved him for years and years, suddenly, as a result of that show, turned on him. And I have thousands of letters of hate mail directed at Andy.
What do you think? Did we win?
I've never been pinned in my life. It is possible for a woman to beat me in wrestling. I always do say, though, that it's impossible. And I only say that just to get everyone real excited and mad at me. But I do recognize the fact that it's very entirely possible that I could be beaten by a woman.
1, 2, 3, got her. Got her on that one. She was between the
So basically, I could live without the wrestling.
And once again, here's Andy Kaufman, joined by the Joe Lee percussionists.
It's a world of laughter, a world of tears, it's a world of hope and a world of fears. There's so much that we share that it's time we're aware. It's a small world after all. There is just one moon and one golden sun. A smile meets friendship, everyone. Though the mountains divide and the oceans are wide, it's a small world after all.
My next guest was one of the most creative forces in 1950s rock and roll. Unlike most of the singers of those days, he wrote much of his music, and his arrangements that were on his records were some of the most incredible arrangements I have ever heard. I used to listen to his records and play them in my room since I was about 10 years old, and I was just flip out over his music. To this day, I could still play his records. Whenever I or any of my friends are feeling down in the dumps or something, we just put on one of his records and it just makes us real, real happy. So I'm very proud to bring out my next guest. Here is Freddie Cannon. Hi, how are you? Good. Well, thank you for coming. You know, when I used to play your records in my room, I used to also play the conga drums along with them. And I always dreamed of maybe one day playing along with you live. Do you think maybe I could play with you on this song?
You might steal the show, but I'll let you do it.
Well, I won't. Okay.
All right? I'll let you do it, but I know you will because you're that good.
Okay.
We'll do Tallahassee. Would you like to try that?
Okay.
Okay, let's do it right now.
I first heard this man when I saw his commercials on television. I went out and bought the album, or actually I sent in for the album, and when I got it, I just fell in love with it. I went out and I bought every single album I could find of his, and he is now one of my favorite singers. It is a great pleasure and honor for me to present to you Slim Whitman.
Thank you very much, Andy. It's a real pleasure to be on Midnight Special.
Well, it is great. I just want to thank you for coming here. I can't believe that I'm meeting you, because all I've seen is pictures of you on TV, and now I'm meeting you in person. It's unbelievable. And I wonder, what song you're going to sing for us now?
It's a song I did years ago. I Remember You.
Okay, well, let's hear it. Thank you. Thank you.
Come true a few kisses ago. I remember you. You're the one who said I love you too. Didn't you know? I remember too a distant bell. Like the rain out of the blue. When my life is through and the angels ask me to recall the thrill of them all, then I will tell them I remember. Like the rain out of the blue. When my life is through and the angels ask me to recall the thrill of them all, then I will tell them I remember. Tell them I remember.
Slim, one of the things I really love about when I listen to you sing is when you make your voice go up high like that. What is that called?
Well, it's a falsetto. It's a thing I've always had. In 32 years I've been singing. It's been perfected down through the years. But you mean this? I remember to a distant bell and stars that fell. You mean that?
Yeah.
That's it. Do it.
Oh, okay. Okay. I remember to.
I like it. I like it.
To a distant bell and stars that fell out of the blue. Okay. Thank you.
Slim Whitman, yeah. Andy Kaufman also stars, on the hit TV series Taxi. And we sent a tape crew out last week to find out more about the entertainer, Andy Kaufman. Let's watch.
Go ahead, Andy.
Louis, iskabash, kabati kalabasa katabe, iskabash, ikinabala kaba, ilakalababa, peekaboo, peekaboo, Louis, peekaboo, ipitata koshavitika, iskabash, sematotive,
Wait, I forgot. What is it? Ishkamachti visikolama or ichtamashkumiskaman?
Come on.
Yeah?
Come on.
Ishkaman, okay.
Ibekane ba ka iskaman?
Andy Kaufman was born in 1937, January 17th, 1937. Why I went into entertainment in the first place was because I guess I always had a tendency towards that. Ever since I was a little boy, I was just a few years old, I used to stay in my room all day long, every day, while all the other kids were out playing ball and stuff. I used to stay in my room and imagine that there was a camera in the wall. And I used to really believe that I was putting on a television show and that it was going out to somewhere in the country or in the world, and it was being seen by people. I had about 4 hours of programming every day. And this lasted throughout my elementary school years. When I got too old to stay at home and I had to go to school, I would continue my programming on the playground. I would go into a corner of the woods, put on my shows, my television shows, alone, and everyone would just see me in the corner of the woods. It would look like a crazy person talking to themselves. But one day, a little kid was chasing a ball from the ball game, and he passed by me, and he heard me putting on my show, and he stopped and started watching it, and he was so fascinated by it, he just started watching it. So the other kids started coming around, and every day I got more and more kids watching me until I had a big audience. Every day I had this large following of kids watching me, and they stopped playing ball on the playground. They came into my corner of the woods to watch me. And that's how it started.
The first time I met Andy Kaufman was, we booked him, and it was in front of the Hippodrome. And I saw a guy who was he had the suitcase of his car open, and he was crying. This man was in tears. And I felt very bad. I went over and I said, can I help you? And he says, I knew it was Andy. He says, yeah. He says, you know, my arm hurts and I can't pick up that luggage. And he's going on like this. So he has the congas, and I'm lifting all this stuff into the Hippodrome. And I get inside and he says, well, thank you very much. And he just walks away. And that is the first time I met Andy Kaufman. I fell victim to one of his put-ons, you know.
My first big break in Florida was when I opened for the Supremes in a nightclub called Bachelor's 3. It was in Fort Lauderdale. And I was supposed to have a 10-day engagement, but after my first show, it was 2 shows a night. After my very first show, the Supremes manager and the nightclub, the manager of the nightclub, they all just agreed I was to be fired immediately. They didn't want to have any part of what I did. They felt that what I did was, they just couldn't make head or tail of it. It was pretty much what I do now, but it was just, in those days it was considered so off the wall. You know, up until, when I was starting, up until then, the only performers you had were either straight singers or comedians, and comedians would go up and do 20 minutes of joke telling usually. And that's what they wanted. But I never did that. I've never told a joke in my life, really, including all the years I've been performing. I've never really done what they call straight comedy. And when I went up there and did my act, boy, they didn't know what to make of it. The audience liked it, but the nightclub people didn't. And for instance, I would do something like this. I would start off with the foreign accent, and I would say, thank you very much. Excuse me. I would say, thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here. And I'd go through my act, and I'd say, now I'd like to imitate Ed Sullivan. I'd go make Ed Sullivan's face, and everybody would laugh. So I would go, wait. Now I have to start all over again. I lose my place. And I'd go back and start the act over again and actually do the whole act over again. And the audience would catch on. They would go, oh no, he's starting his act over again. I don't believe it. Because they didn't know, they thought I meant I was going to start Ed Sullivan over again. But here I am starting the whole act over again, and they went crazy. They thought it was brilliant. You know, what a clever fellow, they would say. But the nightclub owners, see, and this happened in more than one nightclub, they would say things like, boy, that guy is so bad. Do you know he is so bad he doesn't even know his act? He forgot it and he had to start over again. So they would insist that I would be fired. Saturday Night Live was the first really big exposure where I started to get a following and a name in the business, and from there everything just blossomed. Jim Burrows is the director of Taxi.
I remember when they told me Andy would be in the show, I had seen a little bit of him and I didn't know quite how he fit, but they had the foresight to see that that kind of character could work in this show. Even though it's a very real show, in his own way, he is very real.
Ano man sa kadeva lui? Zaman tinivita kan mala lui, man sa kadevita pikabu, baka devisa na batika. Ibida sumunta kilaba. Aha!
My new musical instrument is called the organ. And I've been playing it. I got it last week. I sent in for it a few months ago. And I got it in the mail last week. And for the last few days, I've been playing it.
I will leave you when the roses disappear. They're fading one by one. Then the boy knelt down to pray, and his prayer started in.
Doggone it. I'm in the wrong key. I'm sorry. Okay, let me start again. Is that okay? Do we have enough tape? Okay. That's why my voice is... Okay. Is everyone having a good time so far? Yeah, we're all having a good time just sitting here on the old floor, right? Yeah. Okay. And right now, this next guest of mine on this show tonight is a very special guest. He is sort of like a protege. He has opened for me in several concerts that I've done all over the country, and I consider him a very special guest because he's my protege. That's it. And his name is Tony Clifton.
How you doing? All right. Nice to see everybody out here. Everybody feeling good? All right. You know, I just came back from the East. Let me tell you something. It was so cold there.
How cold was it?
I don't ask you. I didn't ask you. Can we start this again? I didn't ask you. I didn't ask you. Come on up here. Why don't you come up here? I didn't ask you a question. If I ask you a question, you answer. All right, for you too. You don't tell me. Anyway, it was very cold out of back east. I thought of something funny. You know, all the buildings, they had to have heaters. So they make it hot. People go in the buildings, they cool, they get warm because they're cold on the street. I thought of something funny. What if they put air conditioning in the building instead? You know? That'll be colder. All right, thank you. I'd like to sing a song for you right now. I wrote this song when I was down south. I was in the state of South Carolina. One morning I woke up and I saw the birds singing. I copied down this line and I wrote this song. It goes a little something like this. Nothing could be finer than to be in Carolina in the morning. No one could be sweeter than my sweetie when I meet her in the morning. If I had a lattice lamp for only a day, I'd make a wish and here's what I'd say. Nothing could be finer than to be in Carolina in the morning. All right, watch me dance now. I'm dancing. If I had a lattice lamp for only a day, I'd make a wish and here's what I'd say. Nothing could be finer than to be in Carolina in the morning. You heard me singing, morning. morning, you better believe it. Morning every day now. Morning, I'm doing the talking. Morning, you're doing the listening. Talking, I'm doing the morning. Walking, you're doing the morning. Morning, yeah, yeah. Morning. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hey, you're a good crowd here. I just got a good idea here. Why don't you do a little audience participation? Who wants to come up here and help me with the next song? I have five volunteers here. Okay, yo, and yo. Come on up. Yeah, yo. That's right, yo. All right. Let's move this thing out of the way. I didn't ask you. Come on down here, people. All right, well, how much time we got? Short on time. Why? Short on time, huh? All right, here we go. What's your name?
Heidi.
Heidi what?
Tunkel.
Heidi Tunkel. I think I could do something with that, but Heidi, like a Shirley Temple. We'll call you Miss Shirley Temple, Heidi.
Fine.
Yeah. Okay, what's your name?
Gary Barnofsky.
All right, Gary Barnofsky. You're Polish, huh?
Yeah.
Polish, huh? Listen. Just because you're Polish, don't think you can come up here and be funny and crap on my ass. Because I know all about the Polish jokes. All right? Polish jokes. And I don't appreciate you. If you're going to come up here, you do it straight. Otherwise, get right off the stage. All right? No kidding around. What's your name?
Bob Gorski.
What?
Bob Gorski.
All right. Both of you can leave. If you're trying to be funny, you're both Polish? I don't have nothing against Polish people, but the thing is, if you're going to come up here and act stupid, and you're making jokes, tell me so. Bob, what's your name, Bob? You're Bob, right? You're Bob? Here, Bob, hey, stand up here. Bob, what's the matter, Bob? Hey, well, tell me something, Bob. How many Polish people take the screw in the light bulb, huh, Bob? Come on. How many Polish? Come on, Bob. How many? Come on, Bob. Oh, come on, don't you know the answer? Come on, you're Polish. How many Polish people take the screw in the light bulb? Come on, Bob. Come on, Bob. What? How many?
3.
Yeah, what 3? What 3? Why? Come on, Bob. Come on, Bob.
One guy holds the light bulb, the other 2 guys there.
Yeah, All right, now. Look, I'll tell you, just like I told him. Just like I told him. Don't you think you can come up here and crap on my ass, I'll throw you right off the stage. All right. Now we're going to do a little participation. I want to clap on a rhythm. Da, 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 da. All right? You got it? Any crap, don't louse it up here. I was going to say another word, but I found out I'm not allowed to say it on television. All right, here we go. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you... Are you trying to be funny? Are you trying to be funny? Come here. Why don't you get off the stage? What are you growing there, huh? Tell me. No, come here back. Oh, I was only kidding around. Come here. What do you do for a living?
I work in a restaurant.
What do you do?
I cook.
Oh, you cook, huh? Yeah. What are you, what are you growing there, bowling ball? Hey, you fatso. Oh, no, I'm only making fun. He's a good guy. Hey, listen, you want to see, come here. Okay, we'll try it one more time. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know... Shut up. I'm not kidding around. Get out. Crap up my act. Can't take my act. Okay, let's give him another chance. Come on. Let's give him another chance. Come on. It was all in fun. Hey, Bob, come on. It was all in fun. Come on. Come on, Bob. Come on, Bob. Oh, come on. Come on. It's all in fun. Come on. It's all in fun. Come on. Come on up. Come on. Come on. Come on, Bob. Hey, put it there. Put it there. Hey, all right. All right. Hey, listen, Bob. You got a sense of humor. You got a sense of humor. You got a sense because it was all in fun. Please forgive me, okay? My apologies. You want to see some humor? You want to see humor? Yeah, I'll show you humor. That's humor. That's humor. That's humor, pal. That's humor. Oh, everybody say, oh, come on. Oh, come on back, Bob. Oh, Bob, please. Come on back. Come back, Bob. Oh. He thought he could take me. Take my act, huh? Okay. I'd like to continue right now. I would like to continue if I don't mind to say so myself. All right? Do I have time? What? What? Well, that's why. I don't have time. We're out of time. All right, I am leaving. Shut up. What are you talking about? I will... All right, people. You will never see my face again. I will never come back here again. I'm leaving and I'm never coming back. But I just want to say one thing before I go. Yeah. If I have made one person happy, it's all been worth it. Thank you very much and good night.
My parents' reaction to my career. When I was little, when I first began, when I was very little, putting on these shows like a crazy person, they were against it and they were worried that I was crazy. But as I got older, and they saw how serious I was about it, like when I was doing the nightclubs for free in New York, they were very supportive. If it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't have been able to do it. Because they let me stay in their house, they fed me and gave me shelter, and they let me use their car to go to New York every night, and I wasn't making a penny in those days. And they were very supportive of me, and they knew that I wanted very much to have this career. So I'm very thankful to them for that.
All right. Wow.
Did everybody have a good time this week? Okay, well, I sure did, and I hope you all did, and I hope you did at home. We'll be back next week, and I just want to say thank you to my guests tonight, Slim Whitman, Freddie Cannon, Tony Clifton, Wolfman Jack, and all the other people. We're going to see you next week, so in the meantime, I'd like to do another Elvis song for you, okay? Okay, here we go.
Too much, I need your love. Too much, I want the thrill of your touch. I love you. Too much, you I do all the giving cause I love you. Too much, I need your loving all the time. I need your hugging, baby mine. Please, hear me. Stay real close. Please hear me. You're the most. But now you got me started. Don't you leave me broken hearted, cause I love you too much. Too much. Oh, well, you spend all my money. Too much. I have to share your honey. Too much. Oh, when I want some loving, you're gone. Don't you know that you did it wrong? But now you got me trying, don't you know I know you're lying, cause I love you too much, too much. All right. Your sweet lips, I can feel my heart go flip, flip. I'm such a fool for your charm. Take me back. your arms.